Marco Casamonti là một trong những kiến trúc sư đương đại nổi tiếng của Ý với nhiều công trình biểu tượng kinh điển tại nhiều quốc gia trên thế giới. Ngày 17 tháng 1 năm 2025 tại Hà Nội, giáo sư Marco Casamonti đã có bài diễn thuyết về 9 công trình ấn tượng của ông tại sự kiện.
Tribute, architecture as a form of dialogue.
Chương trình đã mang đến những góc nhìn độc đáo về nghệ thuật kiến trúc, cũng như hành trình kiến tạo đầy cảm hứng qua các công trình thú vị. Tạp chí Kiến trúc với vai trò là đơn vị bảo trợ truyền thông trân trọng giới thiệu tới bạn đọc nội dung chia sẻ độc quyền từ kiến trúc sư Marco Casamonti.
There is two important words in life is tradition and innovation. Tradition is where we come, where we was born, how we can connect with our knowledge, and at the same time, in what way we can create something of new. But there don't exist new ideas if you don't have clear the idea of our knowledge, of our experience. So we need to combine these two elements. That is the secret and the soul of the Renaissance period, where the best architects and artists in Florence look and study the classic architecture and classic art and transport these ideas in the new age. That's very important. There is no new idea without knowledge. That's the meaning of relationship with the tradition and innovation. When I was in Fukuoka Island, I visited the bay and I understand immediately that we need to something special and to create something of new, but the idea comes from the Sistina Chapel, where the two fingers of Michelangelo in the fresco in the ceiling give us the idea that the energy pass also if you don't touch each other. So that was the idea. You can go in a bridge that creates an experience of share, a love, peace, friendship. So you are in the middle of the sea and you don't need to pass on the other part of the bridge. You need to pass with your mind, with your desire, with your energy. It's kind of philosophy. But you can walk on the bay if you want. So it's in a bridge to pass our desire and our dream in the future. We present the Kiss Bridge recently in our exhibition in Galerie d'Architecture in Paris. And for us, this exhibition was very important because we consider that is important that the roles and the value of the architect, but it's more important the rules and the value of the client. If you don't have good client that don't have desire of architecture, the architect can't be a good interpreter of the desire of the other people. So the architect don't decide how we can build, what we can build. The architect is an interpreter of the other requests and desires. So the client is 50% of the value of the art and architecture. That is in the history. There is no Michelangelo art without the Pope, Giulio II. If you don't have client for an artist, you don't have a request, you can't work like interpreter. I think that in the future, architecture, like in the past, have a very important value. First of all, because we built a lot around the world, and everybody built a lot around the world. And when we built, we destroyed the nature. That's normal. And so we need to feel the responsibility that we need to build for the human life, but at the same time we need to increase and improve the quantity and the quality of the nature. So we need to build artificial place for the lifestyle of the people, but at the same time we need to rebuild again nature. Or better, to share architecture, artificial and the natural element together. That's the future. We can't work without this perspective view. I think this concept is extremely important, especially in Vietnam. Vietnam is an incredible, beautiful country, a beautiful coast, beautiful sea, beautiful nature. But in the same time, in Vietnam now we build a lot. So we need to combine the capacity to create a good space for life of the people, but in the same time preserved the environmental, the beauty of the nature. I visit a lot of beautiful places like Along Bay. So, for example, it's an exciting place. How we can preserve the beauty of the environmental and in the same time permit the development of tourism. This balance is extremely important for the future of the world and sure for the future of Vietnam. In Vietnam now we have several projects, and it's important that this project go exactly in this direction to preserve the history, the tradition, and the identity culture of the country, and in the same time transfer this identity culture in the new contemporary and new vision. So it's a balance between tradition and innovation, but also it's a balance between artificial and natural. That's what we think we can do in Vietnam.